Good morning, Morris and Marty. There you go. Good boy. I saw you were ready for your breakfast, and I am not making you wait this morning. There you go, buddy. Johnny did get off on the plane this morning, headed for Las Vegas, so exciting. Well, we actually had a really nice rain shower this morning. I didn't look to see how much we had, but enough to refresh everything and to make the grass happy and the ferns happy and keep anything from getting in trouble out here. So I won't have to water everything this morning. Everything should be good enough for today. I'm pleased. I am meeting Michelle at Guardian Angel to shop. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure if we're going to walk here or not. Hopefully we're going to go for a short walk before I meet her. Dawn's feeling just a little slow this morning after, yesterday's procedure. So we'll see. Of course, Dawn and I are quite aware that today marks the anniversary. Seems like the wrong word because that's usually a celebratory thing, but the anniversary of 9/11. And we've told the story before about being in Phoenix at a user conference that morning and catching the news of what was happening on the East Coast and ending up driving home back across country because, of course, there was no plane activity for several days. And the tragedy down there on the streets, all of the people that died, all the people exposed to the toxic chemicals, it was just, was certainly not a good day for our country. And after what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday and the school shooting in Colorado and all the other things going on in the world, I sit here and ponder how we can do better, how we can be better. And I guess for me, it's remembering first and foremost that we're all Americans and not focusing on all of the other labels that we are underneath that, but Americans first. And I would hope everyone realizing that they need to make a contribution to society, our country, the world. We're here. We all need to be contributing in some way. And welcoming discussion and discourse on topics with respect for all the people at the table, whether their views are the same as ours or differing from ours. I've certainly got opinions, and I realize other people have opinions. And we would do well to have some respectful discourse again. I mean, I remember my dad growing up, we would be getting ready for church, and I think the show he was watching would be like Face the Nation or something, and people would get on there and they would talk about the country and politics and where we were going, and there would certainly be people disagreeing about a multitude of topics. But at the end of the day, they stated their case and people pondered it, and we went on with life. Now we just call each other names and think the other side are idiots if they don't believe with us. And it's not good for us, and it seems to be a sad state of affairs, if you want to ask me. Just a small example this week is I saw somebody write about basically the idiots that think the carnivore diet might be a good idea. Don and I are basically ketovore, an emphasis on meat, but we're not really carnivore because we do have, like last night we had some blueberries in yogurt with a dab of honey. That's an occasional thing for us. I make onions to go on our eggs and steaks, and I put garlic in things. But anyway, that's beside the point. There's some strict people out there, and they get all bent out of shape if you say you're carnivore, but you have, oh my God, a vegetable. But anyway, I was watching Dr. Eric Westman, and He's a MD at Duke, and he runs a weight loss diabetes clinic at the Duke Hospital in Durham, and he does YouTube videos, so he's also an influencer. But he has an MD. He's 65-ish, so he's close to Don's age. He's been around a long time. He's run his own research studies. He hasn't, I mean, he's got some skills here, people, okay? And he, I wouldn't say he embraces carnivore, but he certainly embraces keto for all of the people in his practice, meaning try to stay either 50 grams of carbs a day or less, or 20 grams of carbs a day or less. But he's doesn't hate carnivore, and he's come around to N=1 research, and now, of course, there are real research studies coming out, and not the questionnaire ones that they try to sell you, but like real ones. And, talking about these things. So it's not there's a Metabolic Mind YouTube channel where they talk about the benefits of keto low carb for epilepsy patients and depressed folks. And, so there is real science out there about it. So, if you don't have any health problems and you want to eat however you want to eat, fine. Part of that might be because you're young and you just can't comprehend the health problems you could have as you age. But on the other hand, it's not a crackpot thing. There's real science happening out there about it. And anyway, that's just the best example I've got today of, let's not call the carnivore community crackpots. It's an alternate way of eating. There's a lot of research out there about it. Do some reading. Real MDs working at real hospitals are embracing it. It's not. But it's just one example of where we don't have good discourse anymore. Well, the food pyramid says this, and Ansel Keys said this about cholesterol, and that's the way it's going to be for the rest of forever. Well, maybe not. Maybe we get smarter and we do more scientific studies better, and we come up with new data that alters our thinking. I mean, certainly if you look at Pluto, it's a planet, it's not a planet. It's a planet, it's not a planet. Well, it's just one of the many things that we continue to evolve our thought processes on. Hey, Gray. Hi. 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 Good morning. How are you? Come here. Hi, sweetie pea. Hi. So I had Don drink an electrolyte mix, because if I had to say what's not quite 100% this morning is that he's dehydrated, down on minerals. So we'll see. Yeah. I'm driving Ruby. We're headed up to the park just for a little casual walk and to do Pokemon, spend a few minutes together. All I was really trying to say earlier, I always worry that I don't get my point across, or that people misconstrue what I say, is that we really need to listen to what each other is saying, and we really need to talk out things and be open to evolving scientific data. That was really all I was trying to say. I never try to tell you how you should think, but I might suggest that you stop and revisit some topics from time to time. I certainly try to do that. I mean, I have admitted multiple times I'm not a great lover of change, so I need to take to heart my own advice. Well, we didn't end up walking because Don's still feeling dizzy, but we drove around and did my pogo and spent some time together and talked about some stuff and enjoyed each other's company, and that works. I am on my way to meet Michelle now. I heard from Johnny that they changed planes in Chicago, and we're getting some breakfast. They were on the plane at 6:05 today, so they were up very early. I don't know what time they got up, but they were up very early. Where his friend lives in the Garner, Raleigh area, it was probably I'm guessing they left 30 to 45 minutes in advance of the flight, of the check-in time. What's in an hour in advance? So they want to be there at 5 o'clock. I'm guessing. I don't know what time they got Johnny up at this morning, but it was really early. Hopefully they'll be able to take a nap on the plane. Something like that. I don't think they have anything today they have to do after they get there, except for maybe make sure the robot is in good condition in the crate that it got mailed or whatever. So I don't have a feeling for the hotel they're staying in versus where the BattleBot stuff is happening, how far there is to walk or travel or whatever. I told Johnny, if there's any way you could go in the Boring Company tunnel while you're there, do that for Mom. Take video, take picture, you know. That would be first on my list of things to check out if I got to Vegas. Back in the 90s when I was there the last time, we did the Star Trek experience thing, or at least maybe they were setting it up then and we got to see a little bit of it but didn't actually get the full effect. Anyway, I remember that was happening. I'm excited for Johnny. Looking forward to lots more updates this weekend on how it's going. I was coming down Main Street and the firemen are all rolling their equipment, and it looks like whatever's going on is close to in front of Stick Boy. So I turned into this parking lot to get out of the way of the fire truck, and I'll just go around on the back street. I don't really need to know what's going on, obviously something, and trust our firemen to get in there and handle it. Although now there's a fire truck coming up behind me and he does not have lights rolling. So yeah, the pickup truck in front of me did the same thing. We just got the heck out of the way of the fire truck so they could get to where they needed to be. Looking at that Juniper with the paper plate. That big sigh was because I've got a headache that's been on and off started like Tuesday afternoon. It's been on and off for a bit now, and I think it might be shoulder nerve pain related and not neck trouble, and not your typical headache thing going on. This one just feels different. You'll just have to trust my word for it. It's something that I've had happen before, but not for a while, and it's just not wanting to go away. But I'm going to have fun anyway. I am going to have fun anyway. Yeah, I guess if I had to say, it has gone away or almost completely gone away and come back several times. And so maybe it's like one of those cluster kind of headaches. Versus, other kinds of headaches. There are so many things that can cause headaches. I think this up here is construction. Way up past the postal truck is construction. Well, I've got to get out here now because I've come this way. So, I'm sort of... I see they've put in utility something. They've done utility work here on the road in front of the old middle school. There were a lot of cars there at the old middle school this morning. I mean, a lot. And that school is no longer in use, but is still owned, I'm sure, by the county. So I don't know what they were doing over there. But I mean, there were 30 or 40 cars in the parking lot. So definitely something going on. Well, now I know that there's construction over here too. That was a big asphalt cutting saw that had the cones around it in the road there. I guess they were cutting that and left that piece of equipment there and are coming back to it, I guess. It's always something. What'd I say the other day? I was reading that since 2020, it was either 21 or 23, we've had 34,000 new people move into the city limits of Fuquay. And that's not counting for all the people moving in that are just outside the city limits. Or, within let's say a 10-mile radius, which would include us because we're just outside the city limits. All the people that feel like they're in the city even though they're not in the city. That number was strictly talking about city limits number. So it's a lot of people. That's a lot to absorb. I heard there's a new grocery store going in. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Doesn't really matter. Down toward just over the Harnett County line, sort of toward Angier, toward Lillington, that area. It's, you know, all the people moving in, they got to buy their groceries somewhere. We've always said we need one on our side of town. I don't know that this one was going to fall into the convenient enough for us to consider it a solution for us. But you never, I guess it just depends on stoplights and time to get there. Versus, you know, like going to Harris Teeter or something. Michelle is on her way, so I don't think I see her yet, but she should be here any minute. That bag is cute. She opened it up and she goes, "Oh, that's yours." And I'm going, you know, I kind of thought that might be mine. It might. But Michelle is here.
Yes.
And we cleaned out Thriftronics for her, not for me. We've got 3 boxes of these in the ground Halloween stakes. And what'd you call him?
A saber-toothed tiger.
Saber-toothed tiger skeleton here.
I love how you Northeasterners, like my mom, like Pennsylvania, Jersey, say tiger.
You know, I have had people fuss at me about my pronunciation of it, and I literally have tried to correct it, and it just won't come out right.
Oh, it's the accent.
I mean, I can say water different if I really want to, but that tiger, I just can't.
I love it. It just reminds me.
Is it really because I'm from New Jersey, maybe?
You know, people from the Northeast, a lot of them say it. Well, I know my mom did too.
Okay.
So it's cool with me. I like it.
Okay. Well, you know.
You and your taggers.
Yeah.
The
Clemson Tigers. Tigers. I don't know. I really almost cannot. Oh, that's cute.
Because you know you collect the birds.
I do collect them.
And it's a black cat.
And it goes with my collection. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, just one of some other little stuff in there. Just to fill up the bag.
Oh,
have it now.
Okay. If you insist.
Yeah. Just take it already, woman.
Yeah, and hold up the box. Well, here I will with the. It's an inflatable body.
So I don't have to do the real thing.
Got to have you turn around and show us your purse. Isn't it cute? Now, who is he again?
He is Buckbeak.
Buckbeak.
Yep.
Okay.
From Harry Potter.
That was Michelle's Loungefly birthday present for me, and you have to appreciate how hard it is to find one that she doesn't already have without having to get the family involved to go down. I just try from memory, like, because I feel sure I've seen everyone you've ever gotten on shopping day, so.
Maybe 1 or 2 I haven't gotten out yet.
Okay. Oh, it's Halloween books. I still have all the boys' books. I love Halloween books. 5 Black Cats. See, this would be a cutesy little one I would have gotten for the boys. I like it.
Oh my god, this is so cool for like if you're going to be a werewolf. Look at that.
It's a little tiny for anyone at your house, though. Party Boys and Nancy Drew. You know, I have a big collection, and some that I've had since I was living in New Jersey and like 7 or 8 years old, so. There's more Halloween stuff out, and we're finding Halloween stuff. I have, or autumn, fall, I have the hand towel, and more napkins, and mini flag. I have the large flag, so now I have the small flag. These are all $2. Welcome fall. Another turkey for Thanksgiving. And this is, Michelle's got to help me look at it. This is some sort of a shower curtain, a Halloween shower curtain. And then Michelle found me my Sherlock Holmes owl. Oh, I like that. I really like it. Yeah. I get it. I'm an odd combination of really sweet and don't mess with me, which I think describes Michelle's kitten, Micho.
What did you find?
Well, when I'm with Michelle, I'm the good witch.
Oh.
don't know if Sam will appreciate it or not, but I'm getting this. And then Michelle found some great shirts. Two button down. Well, that's pajamas. That'll fit Ariel. Black kitty pajamas. And then this is a button down Hawaiian Halloween shirt. But I really like this one. This one is got black kitties on it. It's a little too spooky for me, but it's got black kitties. And then there's more. So Michelle she's got a which one is this? This is SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes, that's very, there you go. That's very cool. And then there's a Bart Simpson. That one's really cute. And I showed you the kitty one, and then I love the spooky tree. I think the spooky tree and the cat. Oh, no cats with skeletons, though. No. That's why it's going to your house and not to my house. That's why. Now we've seen everything here today. It's a knife with mermaid colors and imprint on it. Pretty neat. Michelle's going to get it out and look at it.
Oh, yeah. See if I could open it up real fast in case I need to. Yeah.
Michelle.
Protect myself from bears. Yeah.
Super cute, and a heavier piece of ceramics than you would think, and it reminds me of Ree Drummond's dogs. We have to do Pokemon, so I sent her Revavroom. Vavroom is I gave her the one I evolved for because she was, I had the candies or the rare candies. Anyway, we've done important Pokemon business now. I don't know exactly what that blue dresser is, but I'm thinking it's the Tar Heels UNC colors is what I'm thinking. Somebody wanted to show. Yeah, true. Because you can't get Connor to print stuff for you.
I need this as a stuffy.
It's pretty cool.
A t-shirt.
It's a cat, Sally. Yes.
I love the artwork. Oh.
Dawn was even impressed with that one. That's pretty cool.
The thorn.
I would just command strip it to the wall.
I got a lot of those.
Yeah, that's what I would do with it. Down and even, yeah, isn't he cute?
He's adorable.
And I'm printing Beetlejuice right now, but he's not done yet.
Oh my God.
So you'll just have to wait for Beetlejuice.
These are amazing. Oh my God,
I'm glad you liked them. And here's the cute little hat.
Oh, yay!
It's backwards. It's backwards.
Oh, yeah.
You got to put the good stuff in the front. There you go.
There we go.
Fascinator, huh? Is that the official word for that?
Yeah. Go to the Kentucky Derby now.
I could always count on you to be fun and have a good time. I picked these up to swap out on my bench, pumpkin spice and everything nice. I ended up paying $3 a piece for them. They're marked 6, but they're half price, so there's 2 of them. They had 2 unopened Lego boxes for a good price, so I picked both of them up, if nothing else, probably for spare parts. I'm headed into Walmart for a minute. Johnny sent me pictures from the plane. He said most of them were taken over Utah, but a few Arizona. He was really enjoying the scenery. He had a window seat. He was having a good time on the plane. I guess he said because we have T-Mobile, he had free cell on the plane. I told him I thought that was because Starlink was powering it. How pretty. The garden center's basically full now with the fall flowers. Although still, I don't think I see any pansies. I'm sure they'll be here. All over the store today are slogans with slay this and slay all day and slay that, and I guess I need to get with the times. These are light ups that have a spot up at the top for candy. I think they're pretty cool. I really don't see how much they are. I wouldn't buy one. We don't give out candy because our driveway, but pretty cool. Apparently Peeps isn't just for Easter anymore, and there's mummies and a bat or a vampire too. I really did show you guys already pretty much everything I'd bought with the exception of this Halloween little tree. I love the tree skirt, so I'm gonna get it put together. Well, I think it's cute. Too bad it doesn't have any lights on it. Of course, I could add lights to it. But for $4 for the skirt, the tree, and the ornaments, and the hooks, I'm happy enough with it for sure. Hey, nighttime. I ordered this Brickheads witch off of Bricklink, and it came, you know, it's a used set. We got a good deal on it. So while dinner's cooking, I'm gonna build this. It's I don't know how many pieces it is because I don't have the box and it doesn't say so, but not a lot, maybe 300, if that. Easy peasy. The person sent a few extra small pieces. I'm not sure why. I double checked and I wasn't really missing anything. Not a spectacular build. I've got another which I love better. But there's not a lot of Lego Halloween sets and I didn't want to be missing any, and I like brickheads well enough. Up when I was at Walmart today, decided that, you know, I really probably do need that dahlia is what it is. It's a black dahlia. Well, I'm glad I built it, bought it. I'm happy with it. It was a nice, fun little build. It's like so many of the florals. It opens up to have, you know, stuff on the inside. Basically a flower potting working area, but that's pretty cool. There's two minifigures, Wednesday and somebody else that I don't know. There are stickers on the flower to give it some extra texture. I don't hate them. Obviously, for us adults, printed is always, well, many of us feel printed is better than stickers, but it's cute. And they alternated on the windows between purple and clear to give some additional texture, and I thought that was really a nice touch too.